sweeties, how you doing? It's your girl Jasmine Snow. I know I haven't been consistent when it comes to posting videos on my YouTube channel. Most of you know that I was pregnant and I put to bed. I think my last video I made was when I was heavily pregnant. so now in fact, I've been trying to put a lot of things in place, and I promise you guys, I'll be bringing you guys amazing videos back to back. This video mainly is about taking care of your baby's skin. Yes, I'm not just going to take care of your skin, I'm going to take care of your baby's skin as well. So I'm going to teach you guys what I've been doing to take good care of my not baby's quite skin. Long on how to take care of your skin. Like you have stretch marks, you want to get rid of your stretch marks, you want to prevent stretch marks. What are you going to do to prevent it? I shared a video. I'm going to share a little clip just to remind you guys of it before we jump right into the video of the day.
Hey, if this is your first time of stumbling on my channel, please subscribe. I want to show you guys how to make a very effective stretch mark recipe at home. Not just stretch mark, it also helps to fight green veins, bleached skin, damaged skin. This recipe is going to help you to get rid of all those skin blemishes, okay? So if this is your first time of stumbling on my channel, please subscribe. Help your girl. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. If you love me, hit the subscription button. Let's go. So I have in here my half liter of oil.
Now my wig is off because of my baby. Maybe she doesn't like it. Maybe she doesn't like the wig. Oh, it's not easy. You see what is stopping me from making videos all this while? But I've already promised myself I must make this video today. Whether this my madam likes it or not. Eh? Whether she likes it or not. So she's joining me to make this YouTube video. You can see she wants to put my earring up. And she wants to put my and she don't already put my wig. So this is what we mothers face. So that's fine. All glory to God, is all a gift. So let me go back to the video. So what I was talking about is how to take care of your baby's skin. So taking care of your baby's skin is not really an easy thing, especially if you are a first time mom or if you have a busy schedule. It's really not easy. Finding the right skincare products for your baby is also not easy. And getting rid of rash, eczema, and all that stuff is not easy. You know, baby skin goes through a roller coaster the first few weeks. Okay, the first few weeks is really not easy. So this video is basically to show you guys how you can get rid of the rashes, the eczema, and all that stuff that comes with first few weeks to like a month or two before the skin will normalize. Infant skin is really something that you have to be selective when it comes to the product you use on your baby's skin. Let me tell you guys a quick story. When I first had my baby, I have my own skincare line, but I don't really have for little babies like a day old, 2 days, 3 days. I was like, what am I going to use for my baby? What am I going to do? I was really confused. I don't know what to do. I've really not taken my time to formulate something for very little babies like this, and I was confused about what I'm going to use for her. And so I decided to buy any good skincare product like all these popular products that we get to see on the supermarket shelf and all that stuff. So I got a very popular product, I'm not going to mention name, and my baby's skin was terrible. Honestly, it was terrible. It gave her rash and different kind of skin problems. So I decided to go for an organic, and it wasn't easy. If she had continued this video the next day because my baby didn't allow me finish it yesterday. Like I was saying, I got an organic skincare product from a very popular baby brand on Instagram. It gave my baby eczema, rashes and different kind of issues on her skin. They gave me a neem bar, a bar soap that was made of neem. That was too harsh for her, but I didn't notice on time. So by the time I noticed, the skin was already very bad. So they also gave her one cream that was made with just shea butter and a lot of fragrance. The fragrance gave me concern because I know as a as for a baby, their skin is too tender for them to have a product that is filled with fragrance, and it was just too strong, and I knew the skin was going to react. But I said, okay, let me give it a chance or a trial because the brand is really popular. I know that I see their testimonies all the time. But for a mom, you've got to trust your intuition. Once you get something for your baby and it doesn't sit right with you, rather than use it and take chances, please just quit it no matter the brand you got it from. So let me just show you guys what the secret of how I cleared my baby's skin. I want to cut the video short because it's getting kind of long. The secret of how I cleared my baby's skin is breast milk. I figured out that breast milk was amazing when I was breastfeeding her. Some of the milk splashed on her face. You know how baby goes, like when they are feeding, they will be like squeezing the breast, they will be restless and all that stuff. So some splashed on her face, the area that had some of the rash from the soap and cream I got from the brand I was talking about. So I noticed that the next day that rash was no more. Like it had disappeared. I was like, what am I saying? Are you for real? So immediately I decided to go all out for it. I would take my breast pump, the manual one, and a little feeding bottle, extract some, and I would sprinkle it on her skin, all over her skin, and allow it to sit for some minutes before I take her bath. Let me show you guys the breast pump and let me just show you guys what I mean in case you don't know what it looks like, the manual breast pump. So you can do that too at home. So I'm going to add a short clip. I'm going to show you guys briefly what it looks like. So this is the breast pump and this is it. I don't extract much at a time. I don't know if you can see this clearly. I don't extract much at a time. I just extract the little that I need. I sprinkle this on her skin and let it uh I'll just let it sit for some time on her skin before I bathe her. Yes, I just let it stay for some time. Can you see the milk? I don't know, my video seems not clear. But this is the breast pump. All you have to do is attach this to your nips and you squeeze this part like this. You just squeeze it, you squeeze and you would get the milk out. It's very easy, very, very easy. So another thing that I had to do apart from using the breast milk was I had to quit the hash product like I told you guys that I was using for her. The organic and all that stuff, both the ones I got from supermarket and all that, I had to stop using it. The product I'm using for her now contains African black soap. So if you are skeptical when it comes to African black soap, because they'll be like, isn't it harsh and all that? It's not harsh. I think it's the most natural thing out there you can use on your baby's skin. Yes, just all you have to do is to make sure that the one you're using for him or her doesn't contain all those debris like there are some that contain this palm kernel debris that if you're using it to bathe your baby and you're not careful, it can even peel off their skin and injure the child. So just make sure what you're using for the baby is clean, well processed and all that stuff. Then don't use any product that has fragrance. If it must have fragrance, it should be an essential oil. Okay, like you can use product that have essential oils like to fragrance it, like almond oil. We have almond oil, essential oils. The essential oil, that not the carrier oil. We have sweet almond that is that has very nice oil. I would recommend one, Himani. That's their almond has a very nice scent. The almond essential oil has a very nice scent. Okay, you can use that. You can use a product that contains uh, nice fragrance that is extracted like essential oils, but anyone that has synthetic fragrance, I suggest you don't go for it because your baby skin is going to react. That's just the truth. Some people will just whip up shea butter and add all the fragrance in the world and the baby starts breaking out. So you have to be careful what you put on your baby's skin. Then you also have to be careful not to use product that is not waterproof, especially on their bum. And you also have to be careful to make sure that you don't allow the baby wear a wet nappy or a wet diaper, for so long, and the baby will be uncomfortable. You need to imagine how you would feel if you're wearing something that is wet for so long. You can't even stand it. So how much more a child? You don't need to do anything that will irritate your baby's skin. Okay, you have to be considerate. Their skin is tender. So if you want to make your own soap at home, although I'm going to leave the description, the link to for you to get the products I'm using for my baby uh, right now. I'm going to leave the link. But if you don't want to get it, you want to make yours, I would advise you to just get a very clean African black soap from a trusted vendor. The plain one, the base, not the one that has all those bobwe things added in it. So, okay, just get the plain one. If you get the plain one, you can either use it. You can either use the hard type or you can liquefy it. But if you want to use the hard type, please, I would like you to heat it up. Put it in a bowl and prepare it for double boiling. Heat it up so that it can cook, melt to some extent. Then you can decide to add any good essential oil that is not uh, very strong. You can add a mild, like I prefer almond honestly because it's what I use for my baby. You can add himani almond oil. I'm telling you guys this because it's really good. It's what I use on my baby. You can add that to it, or you can decide to add any good carrier oil of your choice. Okay, you can add it. You can also use olive. Some people use olive, some use coconut is very good for clearing the skin, although many mothers will be like, oh, coconut darkens my baby's skin, coconut oil darkens my baby's skin and all that. A baby that is fair is going to be fair, a baby that is dark is going to be dark. All you need is a healthy skin for your baby. You shouldn't be bothered about the complexion of your baby, honestly speaking. All you need is a healthy skin. You can add coconut oil, you can add almond oil, you can add olive oil to your black soap when it's cooled down. Okay, you can add it, or even doesn't matter. You can add it at any point. Then you whip it up together and you store it. It doesn't really need preservative because there is no water in it. But if you want to preserve it, if you want to add preservative, you can go for a safe one. You can add your me oil, or you can add any, maybe like any oil to that will help to preserve. But I don't really uh have anyone I can recommend for you right now. You can just do your own research on your own, but make sure you're using something natural, something safe, something your baby, they swallow when you're bathing them. They'll end up licking their hands and all that. Now imagine all the chemicals getting into their body if you're using a harsh product for your baby. If you're using imagine that is why some babies end up having running stomach, they end up pooing and all that stuff. So you just have to be careful what your baby is putting in her mouth or his mouth. So just read the ingredients, take your time, read what is written in the ingredients label and all that stuff to be sure of what your baby is of what you are applying on your baby, because at the end of the day they will be swallowing it. When you're using something that has all those synthetic fragrance and all that, and the baby is swallowing while bathing, you can imagine the harm it can do to your baby. So you have to be careful what you're using for your baby. Okay, then for the cream, I don't suggest you do test transmission. Just click on the link and get what I'm using for my baby. It's really, really amazing. It's very, very good for a moisturized skin. But if you don't want to get that, you want to make something for your baby, or you just want a very good oil that will just give them a clean, healthy skin, I suggest you go for coconut oil. It's very, very nice. Like I said earlier, don't bother about the complexion of your baby. All you need to, if you could, some people like coconut darkens, all you need to bother about is how healthy your baby's skin is. And expose your baby's skin. Don't tie them up like as if they're not human being, okay? I know mothers will be like, oh, don't open the baby's skin, pneumonia, this, that. They can contact this, they can get this, they can get cold. But you just have to be wise about it, okay, smart about it. You can watch the weather. If the weather is too cold, then you can wrap the baby up the way you want to cover up. But when the weather is hot, especially we that are in Africa, we will still be covering our babies as if they are some kind of. I used to do that a lot. I used to do that a lot until I started seeing the side effects. Before I stopped that, I would wrap my baby up. I don't want her to get cold, oh. I would wrap my baby up and use blanket, use duvet and all that stuff. But it's really not good. Let the skin breathe. Let your baby's skin breathe, okay? Allow your baby to have some air. Allow your baby to have some air. And always make sure you change the diaper or the nappy, depending on what you're using for your baby, on time, okay? So this is basically it. I just hope you enjoyed the video despite all the noise and all the obstacles. We made it to the end of it. Thank you so much for staying. Please subscribe to my channel. I promise to give you guys better videos henceforth. I love you guys. Thank you so much for sticking by me.
I want to make our Aga Moroccan whitening black soap, so I just want to show you guys a quick video of how I make it. Okay, although it's inspired, this video is motivated or inspired by one of my customers, but I just want to show you guys how I make our Aga Moroccan whitening black soap. All you need is a soap base. This is our soap base. Everything is already pre-measured, but I'm not making much, so I'm just using this to show you guys how I make this. This is already pre-measured black soap, African black soap. So I have that pre-measured already, and this is turmeric. This is a turmeric powder. This is a turmeric powder. Then this is a lemon already expressed. We have here our honey. We have our honey here. We have our whitening powder. This is licorice. It's also natural. I have here pre-measured whitening powders. I also have here our mulberry, pink mulberry powder. These are our whitening oils, our lightening oils. This is almond, sweet almond. It helps to lighten the skin, repairs the skin. We have here our preservative. We have here cucumber oil. Sandalwood oil is also a good lightening, and natural oil. We have here rose oil. They are all pre-measured. Okay, so I am just going to um melt my powders. I have here distilled water. So distilled water, I'm going to melt our powders. Once I melt the powders, then I'm also going to add them to this soap and allow it to be dissolved. Okay, you can leave it overnight. You can melt the soap with hot water if you want to, but I don't really like doing that. But if you want a soft, smooth consistency, you can dissolve with hot water. Anyone is okay. So we're going to go ahead with melting, the pounding and everything. Then I will show you guys the finished process. All you need to do is to add your oils and your powders and everything you want to add, and it must be well measured, and you will just have a very, very good result. Okay, so give me some time while I work this out. Let me So this is my mortar and pestle. So I'm going to add black soap. This is the base. I'm going to add it into this. Don't worry, everything has been sterilized. Everything is clean. So I'm going to add this. I'm not making so much, so that is why I'm using just this. So I'm going to add, I want to allow this to melt for some time. So I am just going to add my lemon. It's going to also help in dissolving this. So I'll add my lemon. This is my lemon juice already expressed. You can see it's a good bleaching or whitening agent. So I will add my oils. Yes, I like to add my oils now. Yes, and I'm going to allow this to melt for some time. Okay, then these are my powders. I'm going to melt or dissolve my powders, then I will add it into my soap. So let's do this. So this is distilled water. You can actually use warm water, but I prefer using distilled water. So this is it. I'm adding it to my turmeric. You can use your turmeric without even dissolving, there's no problem. So this is it. This is my turmeric. Yeah, turmeric is very great for your skin. Most people will be like, oh, turmeric can darken your skin. No, turmeric doesn't really darken your skin. Turmeric is a good tuning powder, natural too. So I will just add it to this and allow it to get dissolved. So I'm adding more water. So add it. So this, okay, still have some in here. Okay, so that is that. I will add my mulberry last. When I'm done with the whole process, before packing, I'll add my mulberry. I don't like adding it on time so that that pinkish beautiful color will still be there for a longer time. Okay, so let me get another spoon and mix this up. Okay, so don't want to add. So I'm trying to dissolve my powders. You can see, well dissolved, and I'll add it now. I'll add it to the mix. So this is a whitening powder. Have here alpha button, but it is not the serum. I'm not using the serum for this. Some powders have not melted yet, so I'm just going to do this. Alpha button and some other powders. Okay, then I am going to allow this to sit for some time. I'm going to allow this to sit. Actually, most people use hot water and all that stuff, but I don't like really using hot water and all that. So I'm going to allow this to sit in here looking pretty for some time. Then I'm going to pound, and when it's done, I will show you guys the finished product. All right, thank you for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel, don't forget. Give this video a big fat thumbs up if you like me to keep showing you such videos, to keep making more of this. Subscribe to my channel, share my videos. All right, love you guys. Thank you. Ciao. I'll be right back. Okay, this is not the end. I just want to wait for this to dissolve and I'll come right back to this. Okay, love you. Thank you. Oils now. Yes, and I'm going to allow this to melt for some time. Okay, then these are my powders. I'm going to melt or dissolve my powders, then I will add it into my soap. So let's do this. So this is distilled water. You can actually use warm water, but I prefer using distilled water. So this is it. I'm adding it to my turmeric. You can use your turmeric without even dissolving, there's no problem. So this is it. This is my turmeric. Yeah, turmeric is very great for your skin. Most people will be like, oh, turmeric can darken your skin. No, turmeric doesn't really darken your skin. Turmeric is a good tuning powder, natural too. So I will just add it to this and allow it to get dissolved. So I'm adding more water. So add it. So this, okay, still have some in here. Okay, so that is that. I will add my mulberry last. When I'm done with the whole process, before packing, I'll add my mulberry. I don't like adding it on time, so that pinkish beautiful color will still be there for a longer time. Okay, so let me get another spoon and mix this up. Okay, so don't want to add, so I'm trying to dissolve my powders. You can see, well dissolved, and can add it now. Can add it to the mix. So this is a whitening powder. Have here alpha button, but it is not the serum. I'm not using the serum for this. Some powders have not melted yet, so I'm just going to do this. Alpha button and some other powders. Okay, then I am going to allow this to sit for some time. I'm going to allow this to sit. Actually, most people use hot water and all that stuff, but I don't like really using hot water. We've been waiting for this to dissolve. It has actually melted a lot. So I added. You like the color, don't you? Yes, I use my natural powders to give you the beautiful color. You can also use food coloring if you know a safe one that doesn't have side effects. You can use food coloring. You can use mulberry extract. You can use it as well to give you a very lovely pinkish color. I've added some before, but let me add more to give your soap a very lovely pinkish color. Even if tomorrow the color changes, it doesn't mean anything. It's still very effective. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, use our products, and we promise to keep giving you guys amazing products. And I know lots of people mix lots of stuff like chemicals and all that stuff into their soap, but no, we don't, because those things have side effects. I know some people might react to one or two of these natural ingredients, but it doesn't mean that it is chemical. It doesn't mean that it is bad for your skin. Okay, these are all natural ingredients, and it's very effective. All you need to do is add enough of your powders, your whitening powders, and these whitening powders are all plant-based. You can add your kojic acid as well, but I know some people, they react to kojic. Some even end up with eczema if you add kojic to your product, and they will be like, oh, it's chemicals, it's this, it's that, because they are reacting to kojic acid, but it's not. Okay, so this is it. This can help to, this soap, as you see it here, it can help to fade dark knuckles, treat green veins, clear any facial or body blemish that you have. It even helps to treat acne. So this soap is really amazing, and it's natural. So for those that have what do they call it, acne and all these spots, you can add more honey, and you can also add your cinnamon. All right, although not every skin that likes cinnamon, so that is why I'm not adding it to this. If you are treating a sensitive skin, you might not need to add your cinnamon. Okay, some people, they don't like cinnamon. They actually even break out when you add cinnamon to their product. So skincare is a very complicated thing. It's not like, I don't know how to put it, what works for one person might not work for another person. So get to know your customers, get to know what works for them, and stick to it. All right, stick to whatever you've given them that works for them. So once again, this is Jasmine Snow. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for participating in our training. Thank you for using our. Hey, if this is your first time of stumbling on my channel, please subscribe. I want to show you guys how to make a very effective stretch mark recipe at home. Not just stretch mark, it also helps to fight green veins, bleached skin, damaged skin, this recipe is going to help you to get rid of all those skin blemishes. Okay, so if this is your first time of stumbling on my channel, please subscribe. Help your girl. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. If you love me, hit the subscription button. Let's go. So I have in here my half-liter of oils. Yes, this is a blend of different essential oils and carrier oils that are very good for treating stretch marks. Yes, so this will help to repair the skin, to glow your skin, to get rid of any skin blemishes that you have. It also helps to moisturize the skin. Yes, this is a blend of very powerful oils. So you can use any good oil of your choice, but I love to include coconut oil, lavender oil, jojoba oil, and different oils. I blend them together for this recipe. Okay, so I don't use just one oil for my recipe. Okay, so you use really good oils for treating stretch mark. You can add whatever oil that you want to use, but make sure it is natural. Okay, because when you're using all these chemicals and all that stuff, you know, all these other serums that are filled with chemicals, you can end up even damaging your skin the more. So I prefer to use completely natural oils. So this is half-liter of my natural blend of oils that are good for treating the skin, treating stretch marks. So in here I have my pre-measured butter. Yes, these are body butters, very good butters, or butter. Yes, you can call it butter, you can call it butter, anyone. Okay, so this I have in here 3 different kinds of butter. You can see from the video that they don't look the same, showing that they are all different. You can see it. So you can decide to use just shea butter. That's okay, but I love to use different butters. You can use avocado butter, you can use cocoa butter, you can also use cocoa butter, any butter of your choice. But I prefer to use 3 different types of butters that are very good for the skin. Okay, so this is going to help to treat the stretch marks and as well as moisturize your skin, and it would also help to uh, get rid of any blemish you have, even if it's green vein. This recipe can help you to treat green veins and bleached skin. You know, some people have damaged their skin from bleaching and all that, so through bleaching and all that. So this can help you to treat it as well. So this is it. The next thing I'm going to do is to add my oils. Yes, so I'll add my oils to the butter. I'm not going to add all at once. So I'm going to whip this, and if I need to add more of the oil, then I'm going to add it. Although I've pre-measured this, but I'm still not going to add all, because if it's too runny, then I would now need to add more butter. But if it's not too runny, then I'll finish the whole oil. I'll add the whole oil. So I left about 100 ml, no, about 200 ml. So this, we still have about 200 ml of our oil here, so I'm not going to add that right now. So I'm just going to whip this and we'll continue. Okay, so our stretch mark eraser cream is finally ready. Yes, I made a lot of it because this is not just for one customer, it's for so many customers. Okay, so this is not only going to help to treat stretch mark, this is also going to help to get rid of green veins, repair your skin. Maybe you have bleached skin and white dots on your body, this is going to help to get rid of it. This is a very good skin repair butter, and it's filled with natural oils. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and like this video, comment below any video you want me to make, anything you want to learn, you can comment below, and I'm going to make an effort to make the video for you. Okay, so thank you for viewing, thank you for subscribing to my channel. For those that have already subscribed, For those who haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and I promise to give you nothing but the best. Now, this butter, like I said, can be used to treat any green vein, stretch mark, spots that is hypopigmentation, not hypopigmentation, like age spots. If you have all these age spots on your body or skin discoloration caused by sun or cream reaction, you can use this for it. Okay, thank you for watching once more, and have a lovely day. We love you. Hello sweeties, how you doing? It's your girl Jasmine Snow. Welcome to my workstation. I'm really excited this morning because I've been saying I would make this video, but I always don't have the time to do so. But today I finally decided to make this video, especially for my students. Yes, because I've been promising them I'll make this video. So what are we doing today? We are making a simple homemade cream base. I want to show you guys how to make your base cream at home. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please sweethearts, support your girl and subscribe to my channel. Okay, subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. So these are waxes. We have this here, we have this here, we have a fragrance, we have vitamin E oil and some other oils in there. We have a glycolic acid and all that stuff. If you're in my class, you already have the full recipe, so I wouldn't want to take much of your time. You know, I'm more into like this natural stuff than the mixing stuff. Okay, because I believe that the natural stuff helps to maintain your skin and gives you healthy skin more than the mixing stuff, because at the end of the day, when you're using all those mixing and all that, you can end up having green veins, stretch marks, blah blah blah. But when you make your base cream from scratch, you can see that you would not really have much complaints with your skin. Your skin is going to last you a longer time. So I also have my storage bowl here. Everything you see here has been washed neatly and cleansed and in fact sterilized. So we're just going to get down to work. We have a mixer here. We also have a bowl. Yes, I'll be using this bowl. I've been using it for long and it's really okay for me. So we also have our water. Yes, let me get the water. Yes. We also have the water here. I prefer using it direct from the kettle because it helps to retain the heat. I like using my water a little bit warm or hot. Okay, so I'm going to clear up this place, organize and melt the oils. Now I'm going to melt all these oils, then I will come back and whip or make a video while I whip, so you guys get to see it. Okay, stay tuned. So I have turned my waxes and all that stuff into the bowl. Yes, so I'm going to melt it. When I'm done melting, I'm going to show you guys the next stage. So I'm just going to use a double boiler method to melt this. Then when it's melted, I'll bring you right back here for us to continue with the video. Yep, so they are melting. You can see the waxes. Ooh, the smoke is so sweeties. This is my oil or my waxes. They are now melted. You can see it's now in an oily form. It's very hot. Yeah, so this is my oil. I'm now going to gradually add water. As I'm adding the water, I will be whipping at the same time to avoid lumps. Okay, so these are my waxes in a well sterilized bowl. So I'm going to be adding water, then I'll be whipping this. So I'm going to be adding my water. Can you see it's turning into a cream already? My water is also warm. I'm not going to be adding too much water. Up already. It's still very hot. Still very hot, but you can see how creamy and beautiful it is. Can you see how thick my base cream is? Yes, very thick. You can add more water warm water, of course, not hot but warm water. You can add more warm water to this. Yes, but I just wanted it to be this thick, so I would use it to explain to you guys that it's normal to have a very thick base cream, but you can add water to break it up, okay? And if it's too runny, you can allow it to cool and whip in at a lower speed, then it will be less watery, okay?
Emergency. Looks like it's a video from the Swami police.
So can you see how creamy this looks? Yes, this is our base cream. It's a whole lot. Even this bowl I used for it is very small. Yes, it's a whole lot of base cream. I like my base cream thick so that I can control how it will turn out to be when I add other ingredients. You can see how creamy my base cream is. So I'm going to add other ingredients, then I'll whip it up and we are good to go. Can you see how beautiful this looks? Yes, this is my base cream. Can you see this? So beautiful, natural, no harmful chemical in this. So I'm adding my oils now. Yes, I'm adding all my oils. Give me that too. But I waited for it to cool down a bit. I waited for it to cool down before adding everything. I'm going to add now my fragrance, my preservative, but you have to wait for your cream to cool before you add your preservative. The preservative is the last thing I'm going to add, okay? My machine is even crying. This base cream is so much and the bowl is too small. So after adding everything, you serve in a sterilized bowl, and that's your base cream. With it, you can make every other thing you want to make, alright? So thank you for watching those videos. Subscribe to my channel. Join my training. It's not all about mixing. You get to learn how to make things from the scratch. Okay? Love ya. Yes, can you see how beautiful it is? And you remember how thick it was at the beginning? Can you see the end result? That is why I told you guys I like it thick, because by the time you add your oils, you add your preservative and everything, it's going to come out lighter. So it's best not to start with a very light base. It's best for it to be thick, then you can add other things to break it down. Can you see how beautiful my base cream is? So with this I can make any other cream. Can have a few lump here and there, it doesn't really matter so long as it's not much. You can see how smooth it is. Yes, it's so beautiful. So thanks for watching. Thanks. Are you seeing me? Nah, how can we be more? Asam Chineke na kochalaka weke. Nigga, asam. Hey. Yes, this is a facial mask. I don't know if you can see this, but I just want you guys to know how to use it, and I just want you guys to know what it is used for. Yes, if you're battling with acne, hormonal acne, be any type of acne at all, I just want you to know that it is not abnormal for you to have acne. Not everybody is born with a natural flawless face or with a natural normal skin, okay? Some people have oily skin. I fall into that category, so that is why I'm so passionate about treating acne, coming up with new recipes, new formulas, to help both myself and people like me that are battling with the same thing. Most times when you're battling with acne, you can feel depressed. Some people feel depressed, some people feel suicidal, some people feel some type of ways. But I want you to know that it is normal. You don't have to feel inferior, you don't have to feel like there is something wrong with you. All you need to do is to make sure that you manage it like I'm doing, okay? If you know that your acne is hormonal, then you should try as much as you can to make sure you always keep your face dried. Like, you don't need to allow your pores to be clogged, because when these oils secrete on your face and they clog the pores, you end up having pimples and acne and all that stuff. And if they when they eventually dry off, they will leave scars, and the scars are even harder to treat than the main pimple itself. So you have to make sure that you're always keeping your face dry. That is why I formulated this mask. It really helps me, and it also helps to fade the dark spots. So if you can look closely, you'll see some little dark spots on my face that are already fading. Okay, so it helps to not only dry pimples, it also helps to fade the dark spot that is left by the pimples. Or if you know your pimples are caused by what you're eating, then try as much as you can to avoid certain things. Like most people break out when they drink, when they have soft drinks or eat oily things, and when they don't have enough rest. So you need to, it's not just getting an acne kit. You need to try as much as you can to find out what is causing your acne. Once you know what is causing yours, once you know what is making you break out, then you will be able to control it. Like, you can see some little spots on my face. The pimples have dried up, but it's just the spots. So I don't have a naturally flawless face. No, I have to work. Unlike many people who are into the skincare, unlike many people who are into skincare that have a natural flow effect, no, I have to work. That is why I normally come up with better formulas, new products, to keep giving you guys the best, especially people who are battling with same thing. So if you're battling with acne, I just want you to know that it is not